I got crazy thoughts that stay on my mind. I promise I'm fine. I'm doing alright.
What's up, guys? Thank you guys so much for tuning back to the channel. In today's video, we are planning on officially starting to tear apart the 65 Mustang. We have a lot of work to do, as you guys have seen in the past videos. There's a lot of body work that needs to be done. So we're gonna start off by pulling the door off, pulling both fenders, showing up front. We're going to pull the headlight buckets out, pull the bumper off. We might pull the front end off all the way. And then we're gonna go into the interior. But seats coming out, carpet's probably gonna come out, and rear seats coming out. So we have a lot of work today, but we have officially set a deadline to get this thing done. Let me tell you about it. So, me and my buddies were sitting around the Mustang a couple days ago, and we had the idea that we should set a deadline to get this thing done. And we thought nothing better than let's put a little pressure on and see if we can get this thing ready. Shelby, chill. See if we can get this thing ready for Rod Run. If you don't know what Rod Run is, we go there every year. And it's a big truck show, car show in Pigeon Forge, Tennessee. Everyone's driving down the strip. It's insanely cool. We go every year. It is absolutely awesome. September 17th. So we have about a month and a half until then. And we're like, what are the odds that we can get this car done in a month and a half? I'm talking all the metal work, prep work, make it running and driving perfectly, paint it hopefully, get all that done in a month and a half so we can take this thing down to Rod Run and show it off on the strip and make some really cool content for you guys. So by far, this is gonna be the craziest thing I've ever done. But guys, it should be awesome. I hope you guys enjoy it, and we're gonna push for it. So this is officially the first episode of the Road to Rod Run with the Project 65 over here. So, oh man, only thing I envision out of these next 2 months is a whole lot of not sleeping. So, but I think it'll be fun. It'll be cool, and I cannot wait to show this thing off at Rod Run once we get it done. So, we're gonna try our best to get it done. We're gonna see what happens, and let's get started. Well, there are only 2 bolts holding that whole thing on. So, if you guys can't tell already, somebody has definitely been in here. This thing there's so many bolts like this. Like, this is a freaking, that does not go there. The whole thing is held together like that. So, like I said, it's been restored before, and you can tell somebody's been in here, and they just did not do a very good job. But I'm starting to look at the car, and all the bolts, you can see that they've been painted blue, but they're originally red. I don't know if you can tell or not. But all the bolts are originally red, so it's making me wonder. I know this car's been painted. I bet at one point in time it used to be red, a red car. Which is weird though, because it has an entirely blue interior. But he said it's been reupholstered inside before, so I don't know. I'm leaning towards, I think this car used to be red at one point, but these are definitely reproduction fenders. That's a reproduction fender. They've definitely been taken off before because there's literally 2 bolts holding this one on. Like you guys saw, it just fell off. But we have the whole front end disassembled. No fender. You get down here, and we can get a good look at our suspension here. You can see there now there's these coil spacers here, which is really meant to stiffen up the rod, but I'm not sure what we're gonna do about that. We've got new shocks in here and a new brake line running here, so that's nice. Like I told you guys before, we've got a front disc brake swap on here, so that's awesome. Everything else is looking pretty good in here. Yeah, this has all been replaced at one point before, so I guess that's a good thing. The frame rails are in good shape. Like, there's no rust on these. The shock towers are perfect, but I did find some rust. We saw it the other day, but this right here is pretty rusted, pretty bad. We already ordered a new battery tray. This is currently a piece of wood. I may just put a little plate over that. I don't know. We will see. Not gonna worry about it right now. Let's go ahead and get this driver's side door off so we can really see what we got working on with all this. So put you guys back on time lapse and let's get this door off. Guys, it is humid as can be outside since it's been raining, but everything is unassembled. We got the fenders off, whole front is taken off, this fender's taken off, doors off, everything's off. You can really see the heart of the damage here, which is this rocker's in about 2 inches and this whole quarter's tweaked about 1 inch. So, a new rocker's on the way. We're gonna have to weld in a new rocker. We got a lot of work to do is all I gotta say. This is gonna suck. Next on the agenda is we're gonna go ahead and start stripping the interior out. So we got a lot of work to do. Seats are coming out, rear seats coming out, carpet's coming out. Let's go ahead and do it. Also, while we were in here, I noticed, I was like, wait a minute, those are our heater core lines. They aren't hooked up to anything, as you can see. And our heater core lines did a heater core delete, so we have no heat. That's awesome. There's a lot of stuff janky in this engine bay. The whole linkage was all messed up. Wires are going everywhere. We're gonna have to rewire a lot of stuff. We're still missing oil cap. The power steering pump is completely shot. It's just not even functioning. I don't know what's going on with that brake booster. The clutch spring, dude, I don't even know. We have a lot of just stuff to fix, but I think we can fix it. Like I said, let's go ahead and get the interior started and put you guys back on time lapse. So guys, we have the bench seat officially out, sitting over here. We're probably gonna end up selling that, putting the bucket seats in, but whenever I got this thing out, I found these keys in the bottom. It says Camaro parts car, and I found some different shifters under the seat. Now this one, what is this? That's some kind of cool T-bar shifter. I might be able to clean that up and it might look pretty good on there. I won't have to buy a $40 shifter. I'm really scared about what it looks like underneath though. Not gonna lie. I may not pull it all up just because I don't want to know what's under there. Don't want to have to do pans in this thing. There's a lot of little things like floor pans and stuff that will make rod run just impossible to get to in a month and a half, but I don't want to short myself with this car, but at the same time, like, stuff that doesn't need to be repaired, we're not going to try and fix it, you know. So while we have the car all stripped down like this, we're going to go ahead, do a quick vacuum real quick, get all this just nasty stuff out of here. So let's do that real quick. Also guys, let me ask you guys a quick question. I'm going to put a new stereo system in here, so we're going to go take these broken kicker pans out, put a speaker there, speaker on that side, speaker here, maybe some in the back, haven't decided. But with this radio is obviously a dud, but I'm debating on whether I want to put a period correct radio in here that uses these holes with knobs, or a lot of people trim out here and put a normal double dent so I could have Bluetooth and all that stuff in here. I just want to ask you guys what your opinion is. Should I get the period correct style radio with the knobs, or just do it completely custom with a normal single dent? I really can't decide. It'd be like $200 cheaper not to go the factory route because I have a radio already. I could just put in there, it should take a little bit of trimming, but I have not decided yet, so I don't know, we'll see. That's not even close to happening right now. So now we're going to attempt to remove the rear seat. It shouldn't be too difficult. I gotta figure out how to do it, but let's get that thing out of here. So the rear seat is out. It's actually surprising. There is not one single bolt holding it in. It all presses into place. You can lift on it and pull them out. And it's a little surface rust. It's really not too bad, but I'm really kind of worried about this pan right here. I think we are just going to go ahead and tear the carpet out. As much as I don't want to, I think we might as well. I mean, if we're going to pull some of it out, we might as well pull all of it out. So I guess let's get ready to do that. We already have it pretty much ready to go, but oh man, this should be fun. So guys, although the carpet, when we vacuumed it looked pretty good, it turns out the more I got to looking at it, that is literally just house carpet that somebody cut up and fit in there. And once we get it torn out, sitting over here, it's actually pretty crappy. And inside, we have a nice little nightmare going on. Some floor pan rust up here, floor pan rust right here, some holes over there, and some holes over there. I haven't even looked into that yet. But this is literally, this is the material that you put underneath carpet when it's going into a house. Okay guys, so we officially have a Charlie LaFew. Yeah. And with the Charlie LaFew comes a lot of problems. So as you guys know, we got all the carpet out. Everything is out, stripped out, and we have a good glance at the floor pans, or what is left of the floor pans. It's not good at all. We'll just put it that way. You stand on this, you got a nice little crunching going on. There's holes up here. There's holes everywhere. So we really bought this car under the impression that there wasn't gonna be any rust here, and it was pretty rust free, but we were sadly mistaken. So we're gonna continue to go ahead and strip the car out. We were gonna save the dash for later, but we're gonna go ahead and do that now. So we're gonna pull the dash out, have a completely clean surface to do all the body work. We're gonna have to work with the floor pans, put some new metal in here, all four corners. I told you.
Identical bolt or screw.
Like literally everything. This has been a nightmare. But guys, before we do all that in there, we will pull this out. But we have to cut all this out. All the pans are getting cut out now. The dash is coming out right now. This car literally turned to a running and driving car to a completely stripped car in literally a day. So put you guys on time lapse and we're gonna get everything out of here. Everything. Let's do it. Update. We are officially in here.
Dude, just take a peek-sies at all of this.
Look at this radio wire. Good golly. Wow. Well, if you guys didn't know, you can officially lay two people down in the floor pans of a 65 Mustang.
I'm pretty comfortable. I could sleep in here.
The more you know. Okay, guys, so we have determined that we have a lot more work ahead of us than we had originally planned. And hey, we're gonna be ready for rod run, all right? Maybe. Hey, I have faith in us, okay? But basically, next episode, we're just gonna go ahead and cut off here and start next episode. We're gonna be cutting out all these floor pans and figuring out how we're gonna make new ones. Or buy new ones, probably make new ones.
Dude, Mr. Fab himself can fix it, okay?
We're gonna do some fabrication and get this thing ready to roll for rod run. So, we'll pick up there, but I hope you guys enjoy the first episode of the series. It is actually come apart really easy, as you guys saw. We have a decent base. It's just gonna be a whole lot of work. A whole lot of work.
Floor pans, and then figure out the dash and rewiring, and then put some kind of carpet or whatever you want to put back on top of the floor pans, and then kind of work inside out.
Yeah, I think that's what's gonna end up happening. Especially while we're waiting for the rocker to get here, so we can't really do any of this until that gets here.
That's true.
Because we gotta know where to cut.
Yeah.
So, if we can get all this done before the rocker gets here, that's like a week, probably.
Yeah.
So, that's doable. But anyway, I'll talk to you guys next episode. I love you guys so much. Adios.